Greetings, fellow traders. Bob here. It's time for the Lunchtime Market Update for Thursday, July the 22nd, 2021. Well, Brunchtime Market Update. Hope everybody's having a great trading morning, great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check see where we're at the market here today. So SPX, guys, up about 3 points here. So really a lot of chop going on right here today, as we can expect after the last big move that we've seen over the last couple days. Big bounce off of the 50-day moving average, kind of taking a little bit of a breather right here. So you can kind of see that here on the daily chart, right? So what we're expecting basically is that this wave 5, this subwave 5, is likely kind of finishing up right here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of an ABC pullback. We'll see what type of action we get there here going into the rest of the day and into tomorrow. Again, we got Fed next week too on Wednesday, so we may see some chop going into there as well. So we may just see sort of like a triangle, and then maybe it's just a wave 4 of that, right? So low volume here on the SPY so far going into today. S&P futures, again, lots of chop here today, again, between our levels. We lost the this geometric line here this morning before the jobless numbers came out. We're seeing a lot of chop here today, so really tricky price action. So just be careful out there today. But there are a couple names that are moving, which we'll take a look at a little bit. Keep an eye on the this upper geometric line right here if they do want to try to push this thing on the MES and of course on the ES, same levels. Take a look at the Qs here. So again, they held their geometric line here today, so gave a nice pop. So again, thanks to names like Amazon and Apple. IWM, let's take a look here. This has been the weakest link here today. Again, it lost its geometric line here this morning, and we pointed out as a short opportunity here in the group on the live stream this morning too. XLF is kind of grinding its way down, so it's a little bit blah. VIX basically just kind of down, gave a little bit of a spiky type move, just kind of chopping around here as well. Apple is really the big mover this morning. This is one that we pointed out on the live stream too with relative strength. Gave us a couple longer opportunities on it and got all the way up from the inside day breakout to our signal zone above right here. So let's see how it holds, if it can handle that one here for the rest of the day. Tesla's been continues to be relatively weak here. It's starting to break down pretty significantly. So again, look for retraces on this one to see if there's any more shortable opportunities on that going into the afternoon. Bank of America is another one that we pointed out on the short radar right at the open this morning. Gave us a nice quick down move, and it's continuing to work its way down. We got a few requests out there. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is kind of chopping around here too. Again, it had a big push yesterday, a big pump from Elon Musk and Cathie Wood and Jack Dorsey. And it's basically above the 80 MA, but a really choppy kind of inside day right here. So we really want to see some volume start to push above yesterday's high for this thing to try to get going again. Let's take a look at Amazon. So Amazon is here. Nice inside day up, right? So give us a good push here today. This was probably the second strongest name this morning, but it was tricky, right, in terms of entries because the volume really wasn't there. So Apple is really the one here today. TXN, let's take a look. So TXN, guys, Nasty got down. It's holding the prior lows, right? So it's, we've talked about this in the bubble reports where there's a chance of it holding, but just hasn't broken down below the pre-market lows. So it's just, but also losing kind of steam there too as the market is really choppy. AAL is kind of the earnings dip by mover today. It held the pre-market lows and gave a big bounce, but now it's kind of back in the range, right? So a little bit tricky there. SPCE, let's take a look. SPCE getting kind of clobbered here today. But still holding the 200-day moving average, right? So let's see if we can try to hold that as support. Maybe we'll chop around there for a little bit. CMG, again, big day yesterday with the gap and go, and got a little bit of follow through. Give you a nice spike above that level, which we talked about last night. But again, that was kind of a day trade-ish type move. CMG is a little bit tough to day trade. Roku. Let's take a look at this one right here. Again, it's just been kind of climbing its way up right here, but no real strength, right? There's no volume coming in this thing, so just a little bit of caution there. And AMD, let's take a look. So AMD, still getting some follow-through, guys, off of that ABC that Paul was talking about yesterday in the bubble report. So generally pretty strong. I'd like to see it get over the signal zone here and see if we can show some more strength. Otherwise, might be running out of a little bit of a steam. We might be looking at kind of a subwave pullback before it gets going again. Anyway, guys, really appreciate everybody for the request, and I hope everybody has a great rest of the trading day today. We'll see you guys in the market wrap. I'm expecting chop today unless there's some news on the S&P futures just because of what we were talking about earlier, and we'll go from there. So see you guys then. Until then, stay healthy out there. Maybe your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game.